As the hominids became more proficient with their weapons and became more organized in their bullying tactics, they began to put pressure on the hunters at their kill sites. This meant they could push the carnivores off their kills earlier and earlier after a kill was made. But this also meant the carnivores they were depending on for food were getting less and less food to eat from each kill. A contradiction arose. Since the hominids depended on the hunters to provide them with food, it meant the more successful the hunter was, the more food there would be for the hominids. In the short term, the hominids could obtain more meat by driving the hunters off of their kills earlier and earlier, but this would also result in the hunter being less able to provide for their own offspring. And this, in the long term, would lead to there being less hunters to provide meat for the hominids and their offspring. The transition from scavenger to hunter was a gradual one. No doubt, as these hominid scavengers fought for domination of kill sites, they would have killed the occasional competing scavenger as they drove them away and would have added this corpse to the victory feast. In this way, they would have learned the skill of killing. However, the oversight herbivores that wandered around them in abundance were a bounty that waited to be exploited by any animal that could adapt itself to the task of hunting and killing these massive beasts. Only, there already were very successful predators that evolved to fill this niche, so it was unlikely that a new carnivore would evolve out of the ranks of scavengers, unless for some reason they had an advantage of some kind that could outperform existing carnivores. The biological innovations evolution had already placed into the system were impressive. Also, it is unlikely that a scavenger that is dependent upon a hunter one day will the next day go into direct competition with it. It seems much more likely that a mutually beneficial relationship might be an initial step to becoming a hunter yourself, and that it would be more advantageous to begin by cooperating in some way with true carnivores while remaining a scavenger and not a true hunter yourself.